What's up, guys? So, got a video that I want to do. It's a little different than what we typically do, but thought it'd be kind of different, kind of neat. So this would be kind of like a transformation type video. Let me flip the camera around. I want to show you what we're up against. Okay, so this is my wife's car. It's a 2017 Nissan Juke Nismo. And she's been working from home since the pandemic started. And this thing's maybe been driven like 3 times in the last year. So as you can see, this thing has sat in my driveway for a good long while. And it is literally growing crap right on the side of the vehicle. Cannot make this up. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty gross. At any rate, some other things going on the inside we're going to address. Before we parked it, her dash cam took a crap. As you can see, the suction cup with the good old Texas heat decided to melt and give out and run down the inside of the windshield. Not only that, we got some on the mirror and everything else. So we're gonna try to address all that and get the interior all cleaned up in the process. So I'm gonna fire up the old pressure washer, see if we can't straighten this thing out. It's not a car audio video, but it ought to be pretty fun to see the transformation of this thing. I mean, we even got low tires. All kinds of stuff's going on with this thing. Anyway, hang tight with me, guys. I'm gonna get this pressure washer fired up and let's see what happens when we blast it. Alright, let's take a look. This is just after a pre-rinse. Nothing more. Still got that. I'll deal with that later. But it's a ton better already. I mean, it's clearly still not clean, but we got a lot of the crud off of this car just by giving it a good old blasting. It's a good pressure washer. That's it. Not a whole lot more. Alright. So let's get some suds on this thing. See if we can't get the rest of the crud off of it, make it look somewhat normal again. Hang tight. Alright, so just put this foamer on here from Chemical Guys. Fire up the pressure washer, we'll see what happens. foam. Alright, so we got it foamed up. Now I'm going to get our little detail brush and go around all the emblems, and then using a 2-bucket system so we keep the dirt from going back on it. Hang tight and we'll see what it looks like after. Alright, so this is what it looks like after hand wash. There's still a little bit of stuff here and there. There's some contaminants that I can't get rid of, at least not without clay bar. And by all means, I am not a professional detailer. I just watch a lot of YouTube. Pick up a lot of tricks and tips, man. But it's looking pretty good so far. No more crud. Even did the door jambs. Yeah, buddy. Got the wheels. So now, pull it in over there inside the middle bay. See if we can get the interior cleaned up. So let's get it. All right, we're inside. I'm gonna get that crap off. Good Lord. It's just hadn't been cleaned in a long time. Doesn't need a ton. Just a little bit of stuff here and there. But let's take a look at the back. I haven't even looked back here yet. Not too bad. Just a little vacuuming. Call it good. All right, I'm gonna go get some stuff and we'll get started. All right, she ain't perfect. Sure as hell better than it was. Got the inside all cleaned up, vacuumed out, looking pretty damn good. So tomorrow we're gonna get the clay bar after this thing and get all the contaminants out of the paint, and then we're gonna hit it with the buffer and some wax. Get it looking all sexy again. Even got the goo off the windshield already. Oh, clean, baby, clean. So come back tomorrow and we will do some clay barring. So we'll see you then. Well, it's tomorrow, so we're gonna start doing the clay bar on this car. For that, I'm gonna use this Chemical Guys. It's the OG clay bar, the original. It's like a medium grade clay bar. Hopefully we can get some of the contaminants out of the paint on this thing. So stand by and we will see how far we get. Peace. All right, so again, I'm not a professional or anything, but if you've never done clay barring before, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is spray the lube in an area. I usually do like a good, half of the hood or so at a time. And then you take your clay bar and you just rub it until it feels smooth. You'll feel it kind of dragging. If it's still kind of catching as you go, it's because it's still picking up contaminants in that area. So you just kind of rub it. Anyway, you get the idea. So I'm gonna put this camera on a tripod and do some time lapse, that way I don't bore you guys to death. All right, hang tight. Well, there you go. I'm not going to time lapse the whole thing. It'd be kind of boring to watch. But anyhow, man, you can kind of get the idea on how this works. It's kind of hard to see, but it got a lot of the stuff out of the paint already. That's actually a chip. The paint, a few other chips in there. Stuff off the freeway, man. At any rate, you can tell the difference from one side to the other. You can see all the stuff in the paint versus the side that I clay barred already. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of this, and we'll get back on here when we get that done. All right, so this is how it looks after the clay bar. Looks pretty good. Got a little dust on there yet. Got a lot of the contaminants out. And it's looking pretty good. Didn't really see anything too big that wouldn't come out. Just a couple rock chips just from normal everyday highway driving, you know. Nothing too crazy. Looks pretty good. Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to hit it with the buffer, red pad. Red pad is for finishing waxes, and we're gonna wax it with this Chemical Guys butter wet wax. So we're gonna put it on with the buffer and then just wipe it off after it dries. Pretty simple. So let's get started on that. So one of the things I wanted to mention, and again, I'm not a pro, but this is something that I picked up. When you're using the buffer, because they do have the ability to damage the finish if you're not careful, you should use a polishing pad conditioner. This just keeps the pad from getting too dry, and it also helps spread around the product. So just FYI. So let's get started with the buffer. is after an amateur buff job. Look pretty slick. Now I just need to get the windows. Tell you what, I bet them damn cats in my neighborhood ain't gonna be able to stand on this thing now. They're gonna jump up there and slide right the fuck off. Maybe I need to post up a camera where we can catch some footage of that. Send it to Fell Army or something. Alright, well, I'm gonna get some window cleaner and clean the windows for the third time. And maybe we can call it good. She looks pretty good. It's a far cry from the swamp thing she started out as. Yeah, buddy. Alright, well, I'm gonna get the window cleaner. I'm gonna get that done. Well, I'm gonna call it done. Done, son. Windows are clean-ish. Now, I'm gonna go take care of that. Well, it's not a car audio video, but I think it's a pretty cool transformation from Swamp Thing to Juke. She's pretty. That'll make the wife happy. After all, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Alright, guys. So, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed something a little different. It's a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. Don't forget to go down to the bottom below the video and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I drop a new video. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Helps me out a bunch. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. Later.